Well, I got the second signal.
I think people were starting to realize that it only counts if you spend your points. So I feel like more people are being told that now and are starting to spend their points.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, that's why.
Yeah, I know. I know. I agree. It should have been based off of how much you played the mission, not how much you spent.
Because I didn't even notice until just now. Wasn't paying attention. I just spent all the shit I had.
Yeah.
So I can't buy the second signal anyway.
It's the only reason
To
why I
play
didn't
again.
spend stuff the other night. Um, do you know how much longer is left on the event?
I had to go back up. Oh, never mind. 7 days, 12 hours.
Use photos.
Hmm?
Well, I could work on it Tuesday night, technically.
Work what?
On anything more for the event.
That's the cause. I'm not doing it right now, then. Fucking dumbass event.
Hello, Joe
They
Rack,
fucking
Tree, Mega, congrats on getting first. Friggin' person.
lost their brain over there. It's unbelievable.
It'd be one thing if you could just buy as much of the things that you wanted, but they put a limit on it, so, like, a lot of people aren't gonna spend their, income.
And like the event's just stupid in general. Like, well, nope, it only counts if you spend all your points. I don't care about anything else in there.
Um, for anyone tuning in and didn't see the Discord message, I do apologize for waiting as long as I did to start stream. I was just really hoping that the headache that I've been battling on and off all day just wasn't gonna come back. Um, I feel like the normal head pressure right now, so I might end up taking one just so that it doesn't come back. But that'll be my third Advil today, and I don't usually take any for pain, so for something to be bad enough for me to want to take pain meds for it, it was pretty bad. I tried to sleep it off earlier, I tried taking medicine for it, I had to take a second Advil, which I never need to do to get rid of pain. It was very unpleasant. Hello, Craig Gojek, Grow Hick. Sorry. Um, I did get to work on some of the costume today. I spruced up the skateboard that I painted towards the end of last year, so I can be able to push around my third ability crystal. Um, I'll show you guys that when I'm done eating, because I realize it's been way too long since I've had food. I was able to. This is closer by. It's gonna be hard to show on camera. I'll probably have to take a picture of it to show you guys, but it's gigantic. This thing's gonna be like 2 feet tall. But I was able to work on that for a bit today. Um, And then I started working on more of the wrist cuffs. I painted part of one of them, not the pink and gold part, but just the black outlining. So I'll be able to do the pink and gold later. I was gonna quickly eat off camera, and then I realized it was gonna cut it way too close into terms of time, and then I wasn't gonna be able to start. Joms, that's terrible. Yes, Toageki, but also no, you can't have my popcorn chicken. You had to refresh? I'm here. I'm late. I'm here. Late is crazy, says Josh. Yeah, well, I was trying to make sure the headache I was dealing with earlier wasn't gonna come back. Because it was still... It felt like it could come back. But now, I'm not so sure. I think it should be gone. Hopefully. It was so bad earlier. At one point I couldn't even really get out of bed. Hello, Shinigami. I know, Zappa, I'm sorry. I'm sure mine was nowhere near as bad as some of yours, but it was still pretty bad. I literally felt like I couldn't move. Joe was like, you should have gotten up and gotten a pain pill, and I was like, I couldn't move. I felt like if I tried to make it from my bed to the medicine cabinet, it would have been a problem. Has Joe been over your house yet? No. Mm-mm. I'll see him at the start of next week. Is probably the soonest. Hello, Bone Crusher. Bone says hi. He doesn't know it's muted because he's been playing a game. Hey, Bino, what's going on? I want you to see the chips in person. I want to see the chips in person too. I saw them in the bag and they looked freaking awesome. I think there are dum-dums setting off fireworks in the middle of a thunderstorm. I should have sent them to your house. No, because then there would have been a massive chance of them getting porch snapped. No, Bone, you're not a dum-dum. I thought I heard the crackle of a firework in the distance. But yeah, I don't trust my area. I already had a package stolen, broken, and then returned to my steps. Perfect cover for safety, light fireworks out of season. Well, it's the beginning of July, so or almost mid of July. People are gonna light out fireworks regardless, but they're not illegal in Rhode Island, so they can kind of do what they want. She'll send it back and we'll steal it again. No, I don't need to go to sleep, Bone. I did have a headache earlier. But that doesn't mean I need to sleep now. Yours was eventful. Same. I went to 2 parties, almost ended up having a third day of social activity, and I worked on the costume a lot. So, was very busy. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to finish up this cuff and the arms tonight. And I might put a coat of black paint on the third ability crystal. I haven't decided if I'm going to just paint it or if I'm gonna try to lay this stuff on top of it. And then kind of paint on top of this. It at least would give it that super reflectiveness. You were given a Miralax chewable, unaware of it, and granddaughter shaved off her eyebrow. Whoa. You have the shits and she shaved an eyebrow? That's, how old's the granddaughter? Jeez. It definitely sounds like an eventful weekend, though. Oh, she's only 3? That must have been a shocker to see no eyebrow on a 3-year-old. How did she manage to shave an eyebrow? That's an impressive feat. Mom said she left alone for a few minutes and she had no eyebrow after that. Yeah, no, that's typical. Can confirm, kids will do the craziest shit in the very short amount of time. My mom took a nap, and my sister thought it was funny to go into the refrigerator and get the Parmesan cheese and sprinkle it on my mom from head to toe. I think she was probably maybe about the same age, like 3. One of the other times, my sister was just a little too quiet for a little too long, and my mom finds her under the kitchen table while we were still living in the apartment building. Uh, she had just put her hand into the container of butter and pulled out a fistful that she was just about ready to eat. Your older brother's grandkid. My older brother's grandkid, but he passed on, so I took over as grandparent slash godfather. Oh, that's sweet, and I'm sorry to hear about your brother. I do get it though. I left my littlest niece alone for a handful of minutes in my room, not realizing she thought it was a great time to go into all my makeup. I don't care. There's one, it's really funny. Her favorite thing, and I never even told her that it was my favorite either. Apparently her favorite lipstick is the same one that I like a lot, and so every single time she comes over, she goes for the exact same one. But apparently her mom doesn't let her wear any makeup, so Auntie Kayla lets her wear makeup when she's here. Like, I get it. She's 6, but still. I think there's a time and a place. I think if, they shouldn't be, little kids shouldn't be doing that every single day. They shouldn't feel like they need to before they leave the house to put on anything. But if you're at home, it's like playing with paint, but for your face. Like, go ahead. Go for it. Not gonna hurt you. I can understand, this isn't the kind of stuff that you want to necessarily be out and about in all the time. But if it's just for fun, I don't see any harm in painting nails, putting on makeup, playing dress up. Like, she'll walk around my apartment in my high heels. I'm like, just gotta be really careful. When you're walking, just pay attention to what you're doing, because you can fall and hurt yourself. But you're close enough to the ground, you should be fine. 4 years ago yesterday, never got to meet his grandchild. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Used to buy my kids those super makeup kits from Walmart 10 years ago. They don't sell them anymore. Yeah, just like they have like kids makeup, but that kind of stuff is terrible. It doesn't go on very well. It doesn't come off very easily. That shit's just awful. It's marketed terrible. But yeah, if she wants to like do her hair fun, wear one of my tiaras, because I'm a grown-ass adult with a tiara. Like, I don't care. You do what you want to do. You're in the comfort of your own home. She wanted to wear one of the tiaras on a walk. And I was like, I don't care. If you're comfortable in it, let's go. Plus, who the hell is going to tell a 6-year-old that they can't do that? Stupid. Harmless. It is harmless fun. It helps kids learn about what they like and what they don't like. And I don't like her mom, so she gets to break the rules when she's with me. It's not like, hey, don't feed my kid this because it makes them wired and sick. Okay, then I won't do it. But it is harmless makeup. My time away, Kayla, I forgot to inform you, I became a godfather. Oh, good for you, Josh. Anna, that stick is not a toy. I know, honey. She thought it was a toy anyway. It's okay. As long as she doesn't bite into it too much, it's fine. As I found a pole, I'm not gonna bother going out and trying to buy another piece of equipment for this cosplay. I'm just using a pole that I have. I'm just gonna paint it black and put it underneath the third ability crystal. I wanted one that was a little bit more solid. You know what? If it makes her happy, I don't care. I'll find another pole if I need to. Buddy years in the army introduced me to his wife and daughter, and I was selected as godfather. Me and him are pretty close. Oh, that's exciting. Good for you, Josh. I don't have any god kids, but I'm also not a very religious person, so it's fine by me. But I do have 2 nieces and 2 nephews, and I love them to bits. They're great kids. My brother did an awesome job with them. Even if I don't like the baby mama, the kids turned out great. I do think they need to offer them a bit more activity and healthier foods because the girls are of a concerning size. But other than that, there's really not much to say about them as bad. Personality-wise, all 4 kids are great. But I do worry about the health of the girls. I technically worry about the health of one of the boys, too, because he's stupidly skinny. Make a food comparison, but the woman got a knife. Uh-huh. I'll get that in a second. I just want to make sure I'm not rolling over Sana.
Is it a corgi? Oh my god! Someone told me that there was going to be a corgi.
Yeah, you can keep playing with it. It's fine.
His little baby paw.
Two nephews only met one because your sister-in-law's a piece of shit. Yeah, I have a few of those in my family too, sadly. I'm pretty sure now that my sister and her husband are back from Japan that they're probably going to think about starting a family. But I was told that they did max out their credit cards while they were in Japan, which is insane. So, I wonder if they're going to try to work on that first, or if they're just going to jump right into the kids side of things. They've been married for a couple of years now. I know that was their plan after they got back from Japan. So I might be an aunt part 5. And this time it would be 100% niece or nephew, whereas in my brother's boys, not biologically related to them at all, and the girls, my brother is my half-sibling, so not that that really matters, it doesn't make any difference, but biologically, that would be my first 100% blood-related niece or nephew. They're all gonna get treated the same regardless, because it's all the same to me, but I am looking forward to my sister having kids. I think she's talked about only wanting one kid. I think she's gonna get suckered into several because her husband is really into, like, having a whole ass soccer team's worth of kids. We'll see how it ends up working out. I think she's gonna like it, possibly. I don't know. She always said that one and done, but we'll see how it goes. I think he's gonna convince her into more. That's if she can get some of her mental health stuff under control. I don't know how that's gonna go, because I know that they were still having a little bit of a tizzy the last time I was out there. Kira, you've been Auntie Mama for All your and Joe's pets. Yes. But that doesn't count. Cheaper by the half dozen in baby fever. Me, always. I've wanted kids since it was legally okay for me to have them. You got some mislabeled chicken nuggets that were spicy and the grandkids didn't mind since they eat hot Cheetos. Like nothing, but you thought they were spicy? Yeah, that's like Joe's nephew. Joe's nephew eats the... Is it the hot Cheetos? He eats hot something. Takis, maybe? I don't know. That kid likes spicy food. I can't do it. Spicy food makes my asthma act up. Which is no fun. When all of a sudden you're coughing and can't stop. And can't figure out why. Ooh, pretty lightning in the distance. I could see out of the corner of my eye. If stream just magically ends, that means I've lost power. I will not start up again. If I lose power. Or if my electricity decides to blip out, my internet decides to blip out. Let's hope soccer team's worth doesn't happen. You're the youngest in a double-digit family. We had no shortage of drama growing up. Yeah. I don't want that many. 4 or 5, but not more than that. Oh, the rumbling. Thanks, phone. I didn't tell you to shut the screen off. And I can't see chat. Just trying not to have to stress my brain out and keep looking over at monitor. 25 in it. That was a lot of rumbles. That is loud thunder. Holy shit. Evening breeze. Evening sun was brutal today. Your favorite sandwich today? Barbecue smoked bologna on Texas toast topped with coleslaw and Frank's red hot sauce. Interesting. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Hypergreen. These are the wrist gauntlets, armor, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to call it. It goes over the forearm. Right now I'm just putting the fabric on it sloppily, but this is always the hardest part unless you literally cut the entire thing into pieces, wrap each individual piece, and then use contact cement to attach them together. And even then, sometimes it looks messy, so I'm just doing the best I can with what time I have left. So, it doesn't look great, but after some black paint, it's not lovely, but from far away, it's fine for the most part. I don't love it, but it is what it is on such a round surface. It's really quite challenging. Good. Well, thank you. I know I could do better with given more time. I just worked myself into a corner, and I don't have enough time to start fresh, take this apart, put it together in a different manner. So, I am happy with it. I just do wish it was a little bit cleaner, like I said, which is super hard to do. Either that, or I'd have to measure out each section and then cut out the piece of fabric to match that exact section and fold the edges backwards so that it matches perfectly. I don't have that kind of time. I can do it, but I don't have the time currently. I might, if I have time, go back and maybe like remake something like this, but I don't currently have it, so. I have too many side projects I want to complete before the convention too. Kevin, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Oh, gonna turn back on? That's why you're not turning back on. Whoa, pretty lights. Did I unplug this? Oh, shit. I hope this has some charge to it, because I might have just screwed myself. Oh no, it does. Good. Whew. Kevin gifting another sub. What are you doing? Thank you. Yes, once there's more paint and stuff on here, the messy edges become less noticeable to the regular individuals. Not gonna win me any points, but I'll be happy with it. I can probably go back through with just the tip of the hot glue gun being nice and hot and smoothing down some of the edges, but that's not a right now problem. That is a if I have time issue. Doing right now is just making sure all of the edges are at least down, not fraying outwards. This is even more lightning. Well, I knew there was a thunderstorm warning for my state and a couple of the states around here, so like I said earlier, if for some reason the power goes out or something like that, just know that I'm not going to attempt to bring stream back on, so if stream crashes for any particular reason, that'll just be it. So Hero, what is this? Dragonblade isn't here, so someone has to. Considering starting on a Saren cosplay, do it. I won't be able to make it to TennoCon for a couple of years, so plenty of time, said every cosplayer ever. Honestly, though. Kevin! Thank you. I know, I'm really intimidated because there's a Nidus cosplayer participating this year who started the cosplay 5 years ago. So the difference in time and everything is like totally insane. Whereas I really only started this process in like January. More lightning. Very frightening me. Honestly though, as long as most of it's smooth, the hot glue doesn't usually cause that much of a problem because I like to paint the seams black anyway. So just trying to make sure it doesn't spray on me. That would suck. One more area. This one is done. Making a citrine cosplay. Oh yeah! Yep. I've been working on it for a while now. Like this. I did her head crystal this week, which I am really proud of. I feel like it looks just like it. Earlier today, I was working on making her third ability. If you don't play Citrine, she kind of goes and like pushes out a giant 2 foot, almost 3 foot tall crystal. It's hard to show. I'll back the camera up. Okay, she's not directly by me. Might have to move this so you don't see anything. I've been working on this, which it's like a 2 foot tall giant crystal. I put a zipper down it because I'm going to be mounting this inside. Trying to stay away from the edge of the camera. That's why I usually have it zoomed in a little bit. Just because I like to be right up near the table. I'll move this off the... Pop the glue gun out real quick. So, it displays a rainbow, and if you know Citrine, one of her stances is that she like kind of tilts both of her arms back and then her whole body lights up rainbow. So my goal is to have this be the rainbow. It's hard to see because the whole mat is green, but if I take something white, it really does. Oh no, you can't see it because the camera doesn't like the fact that it's white. But there are all the colors of the rainbow in here. It is very pretty. But that's... Oh, that was a lot of lighting. But that's the plan, is to have this projected on here. Oh, there's a good way for you to see the colors. It'll probably be about this far away, so it'll be able to project the rainbow onto me and have it still fairly bright, especially in the bright lights, I'm sure, of the stage and whatnot. But I'm pretty happy with this, and I have a very heavy-duty, chonky battery, so it will stay all day. But I'm hiding that inside that crystal that I started today, because if I have even an iota of a chance of winning anything this year, I have to do the performance part. I almost sat on my giant crystal. I have to do the performance part, otherwise I don't think I have a chance. So, this giant cardboard crystal will hopefully get me something. I don't know, recognition at least would be nice. See, completed. Shows pretty well on the green. Alright, that lightning is getting more rapid and very, very bright, so hopefully nothing happens, but it is a possibility of the stream crashing.
It's fucking pouring here now.
Oh, I felt that rumble in my chair. Oh, and then I also finished painting and spiffying up the skateboard. So for those of you that didn't see it prior, I painted this. That's even more lighting. I painted this last year, towards the end of the year, and I went with very Vent Kid 90s inspired color scheme, and then I pretended to put like Warframe-esque stickers that are honestly, they're just painted on here, but I wanted them to look like a Warframe sticker on the bottom. And I just repainted the wheels today so that they didn't look absolutely horrendous, because they were very used wheels. I don't really care if the wheels get messed up again later. It's not like I'm going skateboarding with this skateboard, so a single two coats of paint should be perfectly fine to make it, you know, through the weekend. And then on the other side is I painted it black and then put a holographic laminate on it, so it's just a giant 3 sheets of holographic sticker. So I figured the iridescent rainbowy look definitely fit the whole citrine vibe. So this is how I'm gonna move my... That's still more lightning. This is how I'm gonna move my third ability crystal around. So beautiful. Thank you. I'm calling it. Kira wins and DE makes her the mascot of TennoCon. Then they find out about the house fund and they cover the remaining amount. Not gonna happen. But yeah, so this is where I'm at with that, and I figured bringing my own K drive might boost things as well. If just having the third ability crystal on like a platform with like a flared base kind of idea ends up working out better than having it on the skateboard, I'm still gonna bring this with me as like my K drive. So I'm still happy to have put some time into this today. I really like the way the wheels turned out. They were just pale blue and orange, but like I said, they were so incredibly scuffed up that I just took some iridescent paints and went at it. I wanted to keep with the color scheme that's in the Wisp, and then also kind of the color scheme of my citrine, which is like a purple and an orangey red colors, and so these kind of fit both the actual skateboard and the citrine. Add a Labubu. That's your taste. Pop Mart Labubu, the Monster Wacky Mart series corn figure. Mr. 605, don't. Oh man, I don't like Labubus in general. I think they're kind of ugly. But yeah, and then I also took some time to paint over the rust and any of the paint that went up the axle. I think I missed some of the rust, but it's whatever. And then I took a little bit of a mix of these two, and I just hit the tops of each of the little screw. This is not a screw, because it needs not to... What is this? Bolt. That's what this is called. Yeah, next week. So, this will be coming with me. Either way. But I wanted to do a Wisp-themed K-Drive Vent Kids inspired art from the end of last year to bring it with me, so. I just love the rainbows. I originally was using this for sticker paper, but I didn't realize that it wasn't something I could print on, that it's literally just a laminate, and I was like, that's okay, I'll have use for it, and then I'm already making use of this, like, insanely sparkly laminate. That over there so I don't trip on it. Oh, Death Crew. No pressure. Yeah, I know. Ha ha ha. It's not funny. I know. What's up, Sana? Alright, back to this. That's a lot, Nova.
Who the hell is this? Oh. There we go.
This is a pretty bad thunderstorm. It's going off like every 2 or 3 minutes. There's another bolt. That's just my camera, not the whole stream. Hold on, I'll get it. Yes, I do plan to do some research on what camera I want to replace this one. So that I can keep this camera nice, and I can get one that's better for top-down that isn't going to keep shutting off on me. But I don't have the time to look it up on what's the best right now, so... we're just gonna have to keep suffering.
Is it so we're going to mount for that final boss? I'm going to hold on to this until the final boss, because I don't want using it before then.
You guys think they might drop some Soulframe codes at TennoCon? Oh yeah. Isn't Soulframe should be almost completely open. Why? Do you need a Soulframe code? I think I still have some. Somewhere. If I have one lying around. Yeah, let me, I don't remember, but let me see. If not, I can definitely find somebody, because a lot of people who get Soulframe codes, they give them, like, 4, I think, 3 or 4 to give to friends. Something like that, so... I should have some somewhere. You need one for your brother? Yeah, let me... Actually, let me just probe in chat right now. Anybody get an extra Soulframe code before I start digging? Mike PL004. Michael, thank you so much for the follow. Mikeable. Oh, the thunder and lightning.
Pushing my ass into the bloody thing. Let's get some death blade.
Yeah, I definitely should be able to find you one. I have some, but it's from February. Don't know if they still work. They should. I don't think they, expire. I think it is considered still pre-alpha or alpha, or if this is just considered like closed beta. I don't know. They're still very early in the works of it all. Definitely nowhere near actually releasing. Hello, Malchior.
Smile, my dear. You know you're never fully dressed without one.
How are you?
Am I high? What are they trying to do? Give you room. Why are you so close? Why is our archer close to melee build? Yeah. I think this is a fun run. Christ on a Christmas cracker, dude. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Watching my argument.
What in the world are you doing?
You talking to me?
Yeah, are you eating your microphone?
Oh, it's still on mute, huh?
Yeah.
Good thing I didn't say anything. I'm not doing anything.
It just sounded like you were eating your microphone. I can hear that you're watching
No.
Icy, but I honestly don't care right now.
You can hear him?
Something about Christ on a Christmas cracker. Or a troll. Got it. Thank you. Oh, it worked? Awesome. Ready for TennoCon yet? I'm not ready, but I will be. I still genuinely believe that I will be done in time. I'm gonna cut it close. But I do still think it's possible. I don't think it's going to be done to the quality of being able to win because I've already seen one of the competition. So there's that, but regardless, it will be done. I will be happy with it. I cut that a little too far back. That's why it's good to have stretch fabric. Unclefish, thank you for the stream streak. 11 months is a long time. For those of you that enjoy the cosplay streams, there will be more of them to come. Not just between now and TennoCon, but when I get back from TennoCon, I want to start right up again. I am not having this happen next year. Fuck that noise. I'm not doing crunch time again next year. I want to not feel the stress like this. So, the goal is to start and really push instead of just start and kind of, you know, be like, oh, I'll just do a little bit now and then a little bit tomorrow. No, like, I want to do something cool. I want to work with materials I've never worked with before. I'd like to learn how to work with, like, mechanical stuff in costumes. I see all those people have these, like, cool, like, Five Nights at Freddy's cosplays and stuff like that use all of this cool tech. And I really want to try that side of things as well. So I want to start super early.
W4FFL5 says, Kira, would you rather eat a baby goat or a matter baby?
I'm not gonna answer that because I've heard that joke. What's the matter, baby? I don't know. What's the matter with you? Just like I've heard the ones where it's like, hey, what you eating under there? Underwear. You're eating underwear? Almost didn't make it tonight because your brain is so fried from the humidity. The week of Florida being cold from all the rain has come to haunt us. Yep. I know it's raining here, and the thunderstorm is going haywire. Like, there's so much thunder and lightning. Just ask ChatGPT for soul frame activation codes and it gave you this whole list coming from all kinds of different code sharing websites. Oh, neat. You don't have our extremely volatile lightning. This is true. Nope, it's just a shit ton of it right now, that's all. There's not usually like an actual storm like this. It's not a bad thing. I quite like lightning, but still a little nerve-wracking sometimes when you see like a big old flash of it out of nowhere. You're like, wow. And then about 2 minutes later, another one. They've been a lot tonight. Where gets lightning? Like, okay, you're like 200 feet away. Too bad you got struck. How dare you be too close? I don't mess around with lightning. It's cool, but I don't want to be out in it. I know people who have died in bad weather, so I can't talk more about it because it would be incredibly doxing since this particular kind of thing doesn't happen often. But yeah, I don't fuck around with bad weather. On YouTube short about a TV video ER smallpox lockdown. Need to see the rest of this episode. You need to get a job cleaning mirrors. It's something I can really see myself doing. I've heard that before. Terrible. At some point, try to make a Sevagoth Prime cosplay. Do it! I want to see all the people do all the cosplays. I would be so happy. That would make me incredibly happy to see even more cosplays. I already got told that Spandy would lose his shit if I did Gyre for next year, and that was already on my plan, so... Yeah, I want to see more people doing more stuff. I just hope I'm the only one cosplaying as Citrine this year. You know how much that would suck? If somebody also decided to do this, and they did it better. But yeah, I'm gonna go for Gyre next year. Gyre Deluxe, specifically. And then, because I'm starting insanely early, I'm literally going to start when I get back. Might not be able to buy more supplies and stuff when I get back, but I want to start doing research on how the mechanics would work and start building things with some of the supplies that I have, and then maybe put more supplies up on thrones since you guys are always yelling at me to have more stuff up there. Always knock before opening your refrigerator. There could be a salad dressing. Remind you to breathe during this crunch. I know. I know. I did take a little bit of rest time today because I had a throbbing headache. Like, it was so bad. I haven't had a headache like that particular one in a while. Usually the headaches just feel like my brain is swelling on the inside of my skull. This one, had like a shooting pain that went up the back of my neck and up my head. And when it wasn't shooting, it was still throbbing, so 'twas no fun, so I did take some rest time today. I did work on stuff before stream started, though. I was just trying to make sure that the headache stayed away, because if it came back, I was not going to be comfortable with streaming and trying to chat with you guys with my brain feeling like it was gonna explode. That's why I didn't start until later, because I was worried it was going to come back. Looking amazing. Can't wait to see it in person. Thanks, John. Look at my brain crystal. I'm really proud of this. I'm glad I took some extra time to make this because I feel like it looks
that kills
awesome.
People.
50 planes circling the airport, waiting to land, and the pilot said, F it, we're landing. Hang on. What?
McAttack2468 just subscribed for
We were
15
stuck
months.
in the air
Thanks
on
to
a
at
plane for 2 hours because there was a
M4LK10R
severe
for my
storm.
sub gift.
Catch you later, Sire J. Friendly Bazooka says, remember me? I actually don't know if I do. Big Mac, thank you for continuing the... To thank for Malcure. Does it say Malcure gave that one too? Oh yeah, you're on month 6 of a year-long sub. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this. don't love seams. They do make me upset. If I let those get nice and solid, probably come back through with a knife, clean up edges. I'm doing that thing again where I'm spending way too much time on specific little details. I'd rather have the whole costume actually done, but I feel like I can't help it. Because it's like, oh, it's just 1 or 2 more minutes. But now, when I go to paint this, it'll at least be a little bit less shitty. But it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It won't even be all that. So, I did what now? Who did what now? Serum primer for the standard one, which is just in the oven. I'll leave you assembling your serum prime in 30 minutes. Halifax Indigo. The world seems a little quiet, so you thought you said some spam. Crusty bits. Okay. I glued this one So this, which is actually supposed to be the other color. Right? This one's supposed to be the other color, or is there a spot that actually did that? No. This one is supposed to be the other color. So we're gonna take a snippet of this. Do you guys want the music on? I realized I didn't put it on, and I also realized it like an hour ago, but didn't feel like getting up to turn it on. And nobody said anything, but if you guys want the Warframe stuff on, I will turn it on. Yeah, see, it looks so much cleaner. It's like pre... Whale noises? Seen a funny black kitten outside your door on your porch. The cat delivery system may be delivering our cat a new friend. Ooh. Vibing with the crafting noises? Alright. Usually people want the music, so I just automatically put it on, but I didn't today. Because I was in a rush. So. If that's the case, which direction does this unzipper? Zippers outward. Outwards. That side. Means this. Ooh, there was another line in here I think I missed. I'll just paint it on. Actually, I'll just take this marker and do it right this second so I don't forget.
White Rose 167 is raiding with a party of 2.
White Rose, thank you so much for the raid. I hope your stream was fantastic. If you guys are new here and you don't know me, hi. I'm Kirarahime. I also go by Kira or Kayla. Right now, I am working on a Citrine cosplay for TennoCon. I do play an awful lot of Warframe. And I love Warframe, so I've put a lot of time, effort, literal blood accidentally, sweat and tears into this costume, but I am not quite done, so please bear with me as TennoCon is next week. And I'm terrified. That one. And there's this. What am I up to right now? These are the wrist armor pieces, so... they'll go on like this. And then I also, they're in the other bucket, so I don't have them with me, but I'll have gloves. I do have a detachment point here, if for some reason it feels too claustrophobic, and I can't get it off. But yeah, so, that's the wrist armor. And then... that's the part, couldn't tell. Now you feel like a dork, it's okay. But yeah, it goes here, so it still has some movement in the wrist and everything. And then this is closer to like what the paint job will be like once it's done, so it kind of hides a lot of the crimes around the hot glue. Like, it doesn't look great right now, but when I really get into fixing it with the paint and stuff, it looks so much better. This still needs a little bit of work on it, but I'm waiting until all the paint, until the very end, because worst comes to worst, I just bring the paint with me up to Canada and go boom, 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 the night of the 16th. So, or the day of the 17th even, to be honest. Because the only thing I'm willing to bring with me, if I need to Canada, is to finish the paint. I'm not bringing any construction with me whatsoever. If it isn't constructed by the time I leave the morning of the 16th, it ain't fucking coming with me. So, this part will go on my arm like this. And it'll hang off. And, yeah. Pretty happy with it. But yeah, I put a zipper at the wrist cuff in case I get too sweaty and I can't get it on and off easily. I didn't want to have to pull too much at this. I actually just had that on backwards. This is the left arm's one. That's why it looked a little bit funny. This one's for my left arm. I knew it seemed weird because This is actually on her outside wrist part. There's 4 lumps, and on the inner wrist there's only 3. That's why it looked a little bit big. But yeah, so this is for that arm. I just didn't put on the correct arm. I wrote on the inside which is for which arm. I'll probably put some sort of indicator on the foam on this as well, so that... Actually, you know what? I'll do that right now, since I do not trust myself in the slightest. So we're going to put an L right here. Just so I know exactly where that's supposed to go. So I thought the zipper was in a weird spot, but it's not a weird spot. I did it correctly yesterday. But yeah, so this is going to be for this arm. And this one is the right arm. But I just need to... Emergency glow gun. Oh, don't worry. I'll be bringing the fix-it stuff with me. I just don't want to bring any construction stuff with me, because 2 years ago, when I did Protea Deluxe, I made her helmet the morning of the convention in 5 hours. It fucking sucked, time-wise. I was so stressed, and I didn't sleep the night before the convention. So much so that I slept through TennoCon Live, or Tenno Live, whatever the TennoCon dev stream portion is. I'm not having that happen again. Under any circumstances, I don't care. If it's unfinished, it's unfinished. I'm not fucking over the rest of the convention because stupid me didn't pre-plan ahead. So I will not be doing things right before the convention day. What can I cosplay with a giant foam cat head or pug head? I mean, whatever you want. So this needs to go here, and it pulls this way. I don't know if this zipper is even 100% necessary, since I can get it on and off without it, but I already have it on the other one, so it's going on this one too. And, it does give me just a little bit of peace of mind, knowing that I can detach it if, like, the wrists are bothering me throughout the day, but I want to keep the rest of it on. So, there is that. I might, just for shits and giggles, make a little crystal for the pull tab on the big crystal, because it's kind of tough. The invisible zippers are great looks-wise, but their tiny-ass little actual zipper parts are sucky. So I'm wondering if it's a smart idea to just turn the little zipper at the bottom into another crystal, so that I can actually unzip it easier and it still stays thematic. Around our office building to safe trick or treat. Scared the Head Start kids on Halloween. They were so frightened by the cat head. That's adorable! I wish I had a front yard and all the money in the world, because stupid TikTok keeps showing me all the cool Halloween shit. And I know it's only summer, and they shouldn't be putting Halloween shit out in the first place, but Halloween is my favorite holiday, so I'm still watching the videos. And apparently, Lowe's has a giant skeleton DJ speaker. And it looks so cool. I want it, but it's like $300 or $250 or whatever. I think it's $300. But it's so cool. He can like DJ remix the songs that you Bluetooth it with your freaking phone. Halloween is a seasonal thing? No, it's an all year round. I would totally deck my whole house in Halloween stuff all year round because I love skulls and witches and ghosts and a lot of it, but apparently TJ Maxx has a bunch of like Hello Kitty Halloween stuff already out too, and I'm like, why do you do this right when I decide it's a good time to save my money again? So I might put like a splurge on Halloween shit fund somewhere, because I want it. Saw the Halloween X-Men tree. Saw the Halloween themed Christmas tree and you want it. I've seen a whole slew of that kind of stuff. I want that skeleton though. It's so cool. I don't know what I would do with it besides just have it, but... And then they have little, like, dancing... There's a little dancing ghost and a small little skeleton to go with it, but those are only okay. I just think the fact that it's a giant Bluetooth speaker, man... I'm never buying it. But, if I made stupid money... Yeah, if I won the lottery, there would be signs. I wouldn't tell anyone. But there would be signs. Good morning, Christopher. Christopher says hi, Joe. Usual outfits have skull pattern, lace, and spiders. I know I just cut up a skull t-shirt yesterday. I mean, a skeletonish t-shirt yesterday that I kind of feel bad about, but I never ended up wearing it, so... It was like a rib cage with flowers, but I needed the t-shirt for the costume, so I'm like, it's fine. I've had it for a long time. I haven't worn it in a few years. I think it's okay to have ended its t-shirt life yesterday. Plus, I have the ability to, like, make it again on a better fitting t-shirt, because it's a lot smaller than I am right now, so it's okay. I'm okay with it. Yellow Gray Bear, what's up? Feeling the crunch time? Stop. Everyone keeps teasing me about it. I have to extend the tease, otherwise I'm gonna be the only one feeling disgusted by myself and nervous of the fact that next week is 10 o'clock. I had people yesterday going and just yelling out how many more days were left and then leaving. I'm like, I know, okay, I know. But I've gotten a lot done in the last few days, so I'm pretty happy. Didn't mean to do that. The things you still have to do is very long. Same! Also, don't judge, I know. All the other people, I know. Alright, this has to be mirrored. So, if that is that, then this is... this. lift up like that, then it needs to go on. So at your local Family Dollar and have a bubble gun that looks like a tiny compressor. Stop it! Does it? I feel like I need to go to Family Dollar now. I want a tiny compressor. I have a full-size compressor, but I want a tiny compressor. The way I know it doesn't matter for the actual competition because it wasn't made or done anything by me, but I still kind of want to bring the compressor I have with me, but I also don't want it to ever get ruined.